Hello, hello, hello. Um, Happy Wednesday. Hope you're all doing well. I still have a crunchy bit on my wet palette. That's not supposed to happen. Neither is having a piece of your light blocking your camera. Not goals. Rightio. Rightio. That should do it. Right. I was looking at this earlier, and I feel like I don't quite have enough contrast on the metallics yet, so I'm going to add a little bit more on there because I really like the super punchy color contrasts that I have seen recently, so I'm gonna try and give that a go. Let me know, by the way, if obviously I'm gonna be sitting there. I feel like I've nudged my camera again. Good evening, Ben. How are you today, my guy? Oh, out, not in. Good to see. Good. I'm glad. Good to see you as well. I guess this will work. In slightly more. Am I well? I am good enough. I am good enough. I'm finding work very difficult to stay engaged with at the moment. But it is what it is. I don't really have any other career options at the moment, other than just doing the same thing again, and that's not what I want. I don't want to do more of the same, so... No, it's not slow time of the year. It's just a bit shit. Feeling rather underappreciated, undervalued, underutilized, underpaid. Which I don't know if they're necessarily true, but that is how it feels at the moment. It's very difficult to stay enthusiastic about things when that's... Oh, bless you. First hug. But yeah, other than that, I am fine. I am physically well. I had my ADHD assessment call on Friday, and the lady said definitely ADHD traits, but I'm leaning more towards autism, so that's fun. It's all yeah, it's all fun and games. Yeah, so now I have to go through the whole rigmarole of getting an assessment again. Benjamin says hi, Nick.
Hello.
Nick says hello. Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. Trying to stay positive about the whole thing. It's just a little bit like a little bit disheartening having to go back to square one essentially again. But at least she acknowledged that what I am noticing is definitely there, which is quite nice. It's better than her saying, "Oh, it's all in your head," which even if it wasn't, it is. But yeah, true. I mean, I feel like obviously like Asperger syndrome, that's now rolled into autism as well. They don't distinguish anymore or differentiate between the two. It's now, I think, autism 1, I believe. So I'm assuming it might be something like that, but we shall see what the outcome is when we get there. But yeah, so plodding along really, just same old, I suppose. But yeah, doing okay. They are closing the Orwell Bridge again. Jan Huibers follow. Yeah, I'm not surprised, to be honest. Asperger's different than your experience. Yeah, I know, but they have added it all into one. Well, they don't make it something different anymore. It's for yeah, it's just part of the scale. But we shall see. We shall see. You say in your experience, is that because you have Asperger, or is that because you know people with it? Yeah, I was talking to my dad the other day because he was asking again about the Lord of Change. I said, well, he asked, do you not feel like painting at the moment? And I said, what do you mean? Like, I've been working on your Lord of Change for the last weeks and weeks and weeks. And then he was like, oh, where can I watch that? I'm pretty sure I've mentioned it before, but it's here. And then he said, oh, you'll have another follower. So all the follows. Cringe. Thank you for the lurk, White Wolf. Are you streaming as well? Yeah. Twitch. Yes.
Guess who's coming to dinner with Felix?
Lurk back. Bonk. Excuse me. You spent a good deal of your time at an SNN school, so you have lived alongside dyslexic, dyspraxic, ADHD people. Oh, nice. I think dyspraxia is one of the ones that I actually know nothing about, other than having heard of it. I think it's good that there's less of a stigma around that area. Yeah, I agree. I feel, I guess it helps that there's more and more people being diagnosed with these things, and it's not as much of a case of like, oh, you know, that weird kid who played on his own in the playground and pretended he's a Power Ranger. That it's a lot less of that and a lot more inclusiveness. Still not super comfy. Autism, Down syndrome, Asperger, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I feel like even Down syndrome has become a lot more accepted over the years. There's a lot more like industries that you can actually work in now with Down syndrome, so they're not as reliant on other people anymore, and people, yeah, quite happy to see that that's the case. School, medics, nurses area typically busy. Yeah, but I bet it was, yeah. I bet it was. Saturday school doesn't exist anymore. Oh, that's a shame. I think a lot of like normal schools are a lot better equipped now to work with kids who have not necessarily learning difficulties, but learning differences. Which is, it's nice. It's nice to know that we're being a lot more inclusive. So, let's grab that. That'll do. Bonk, hey, you alright? Do you think the lower stigma is because many of those kids are now adults? I think it probably helps. Probably helps. I think it also helps that there's a lot more research done and a lot more almost like readily available diagnosis. Like people are not as... It doesn't take as long anymore, and it's not as almost frowned upon. Like, oh no, your child has autism now, but he has to go to special school now. Because I don't necessarily think that we now have more people with autism or ADHD or whatever. But having a diagnosis for these things, I think, does a lot. I think back in the day, we had just as many people with these neurological differences. They just weren't as obvious in a lot of cases. Or they might be like, oh yeah, that's the neighborhood. That's the guy who delivers the milk, but he never says anything. Or they would be a miller or something and just not be as involved with day to day. Fluent Code, howdy, how are you? Yeah, I'm alright, thank you. I am alright. New nails? Yeah, this is a I've had the colours, but this is a mix. So this is a teal that came from a set that I got a while ago, but they've been layered with a glitter that is just ridiculously silly. So yeah, it's it was fun doing so. Alpha Legion, yes, exactly. Entirely on purpose. I should really start like putting decals or something on my nails for my streams. Like, what are we working on today? Space Marines? shame. That's an ultramarine U on your nail. Be back later, Dindins. Enjoy your dinner there. Enjoy your dinner. Yeah, I think I can be quite okay with the gold now. I want to give it some ridiculous highlights, which is I'm trying to do now, which is what the silver is coming in handy. It's coming in clutch, actually. So, yeah. How are you then, Fluent Code? Are you alright? How's your week been so far? You all gravy? It's been a week already, time for it to be finished. Oh, I know the feeling. I know the feeling. I also feel like I shouldn't be complaining, but at the same time I'm like, ugh, plus. Week, what are you like? New company car coming tomorrow. Ooh, that's fun. What is it? Oh, that's what I was working on, I remember. Suddenly remembered that I was working on the bloody sword. Hot point, Sanusi? Something with a white good sounding name and runs on electricity. Noted. That made me laugh. That was funny. Let's see if I can get like a ridiculous blue going on. Probably this. Probably that. Maybe a bit of this. Did they supply a vehicle charging point as well? Or do you have to charge at work or something, or at a local supermarket? Or did you already have one? That's also very likely. Didn't drop my paint. Charge it at work. Yeah, nice. I know that at Nivian's work they allow people with an electric car, I think they're allowed to charge up to 50 quid a month, I believe, on the company accounts. Anything over that they have to then pay for themselves, but I feel that's a pretty good deal. Having a charging point would mean admitting defeat. Are you a petrol baby? Saying that being a petrol lover myself, but slowly coming round to the idea that it won't be forever. A little bit, yeah. I've always liked cars, but I feel like if I'm not driving it as a fun car, then it just needs to get me reliably from A to B, and then that's fine. I don't want to get a boring car. Like, I don't want to drive something that takes ages to pull away at a light, but at the same time I also feel like I need to compensate or anything like that. Just, you got one of your all-time goal cars too. At least you can keep it for the weekends. Oh, what's your all-time goal car? Love a goal car. My very first own car was a Lancia Delta. And, not gonna lie, kind of miss it a little bit. A Range Rover, nice. I miss it a little bit, but I don't miss it breaking down every couple of weeks. Not an Integrale, no, unfortunately not. Not an Integrale, but still. HF? I don't know. It was a long time ago. I was like 20 something when I bought it. It sounded really fun to drive. It had like bucket-ish seats, and it sounded really fun. But it would also leak. Yeah, the Integrale. No, it wasn't an Integrale. No, I had to when it rained, I had to bring towels because the passenger side footwell would get a little puddle if it rained really hard. Because the door seals were all shot to bits, and the left headlight would just randomly pop. So I spent a lot of time unscrewing the headlight, which was a nightmare. But yeah, it got me some interesting looks at the garage. Anyway, they were quite happy to see an Integrale. Not an Integrale, Lancia Delta. Sometimes they were like, "Oh, fun car!" I was like, "Yeah, fun car." It's dead though. Yeah, I fully appreciate people having like a love for petrol cars. I will miss petrol cars eventually when they go, but it's not making like you made a sound choice when it comes to reliability, so you feel that. Yeah, no. It's as long as it doesn't need to get you to work, right? As long as you're not relying on it to get you from A to B, but just to drive it for fun, then it's fine. It's only a problem if you need it to get places. Painted, how are you? Bleagle Bloogle? But yeah, my Delta was like a weird off yellow. basically, let me see, I'm not running over my dog. It was quite close to Dorn yellow, but not quite. It was a little bit more yellow than this, but it basically looked like yellow custard. BDP, lovely as ever, bless you. Hi Gary, you alright? You can beat that. You were unwell yesterday, so you went home from work. Oh, what? Were you alright? Are you feeling better now? Not bad, bit of a heat wave and you're contemplating mowing. Yeah, I cut the grass on Sunday evening. Did not want to get up early for it, so I was like, you know what, it can wait until the evening when the grass has time to recover overnight. You had a bright metallic gold 800cc Daewoo Matisse. Talk about life goals, exactly. You're feeling better, worked all day today as usual, but not 100%, yeah. So, it almost feels like the standard, doesn't it? Like, we're off poorly for a bit and can't really warrant staying home or staying sick anymore. The Pimpmobile. Mine was the Canary. The Pimpmobile's great though. Why have I picked up Rain Matter Beige? I thought I picked up the white. What a weirdo. I did think it was quite full. Now where's me white gone then? Oh, there it is. Blind. It was great around your home city, but struggled on a motorway. You're on contract, you don't get sick pay, so you're not getting paid. Yeah, same. I also don't get paid when I'm sick, so I am employed, but I don't get paid when I'm sick. So I have to use holiday days if I want to get paid for them. Otherwise, otherwise it's unpaid. Sad times, really. I don't think it is. We get statutory sick pay, but not waged pay. So after the third day, so 4 days onwards, we get statutory sick pay, but yeah, no salary, which is annoying. Like, I'm never off sick for more than a day or two, so... or 3. And as I'm part-time, that 4th day hardly ever falls within my working week, so it's... yeah. The UK SSP is basically enough to buy an own brand pot noodle per day, exactly. Thank you so much for the Sabi Merci, alright? How are you today? Yeah, it's like £150 a week or something like that. It's not a lot. Not a lot at all. It feels a little bit like a slap in the face, really. It's like so you're sick. Well, like, oh, we finished the last one. No, I thought you always took like 16,780 episode with each mini. I normally do, but this one I needed to finish. It was a commission, and it needs to go in the post. And I wanted to paint something else again. You're doing okay? I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad to hear it. But yeah, I do take a rather long time painting minis, don't I? Just because I don't need to rush, really. I'm never really in a hurry, so it's quite nice. Hey Gonders, how are you today? Respect for the chill stream. Bless you. You're much slower to paint. It's not a race, fortunately. It is not a race. That'd be something. God. How am I? Yeah, I'm okay. I am okay. I'm happy to be painting. I need to do it more often, but it's one of those things I just, yeah, I guess I need to schedule more painting sessions with myself. Work hasn't been fun recently, but today got a little bit better. I'm glad to hear it got a little bit better. What hasn't been fun about it? If you want to share. If you don't want to share, that's also valid, obviously. Noms attack everyone and then steal all models for 40k and runs away with all the models. Wolfie, how dare you? How dare you? That is not very nice. It's understandable. But those models, people have worked on them for hours. Hours and hours, I tell you. Not that you don't want to share, it's just not really an interesting conversation. That's fair enough. I very much know the feeling, so I I understand. There might... Yeah, okay, fine. Everyone hand them over. Hand over those minis. 40k ones only, though. Age of Sigmar you can keep. In more interesting news, you're off to Nottingham. Oh, amazing. John, thank you for the lurk. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Have you got... Oh, obviously Warhammer World. Have you got any other plans? At our Mecca? Or... If you're going with the group and you have spare time, I very much recommend the escape room there as well. Hand over, 40k only. Age of Sigmar models bite you guys. I know. You'll be around for a bit. You got to get something to eat before you get back to your models later. Nice. Have you got dinner planned or... Is purple my favorite color? No, actually. I think it's probably one of my least favorite ones. Right, BDP. Amazing stream. Thank you so much, Fluent Code. Really appreciate you hanging out for a bit. Have a lovely rest of your day. No idea yet. Are you got stuff in the house, or are you just gonna order something in? Yeah, I have a couple of, like, I don't really have any, like, purple. I've got one t-shirt that's purple. Obviously this, which is kind of more lavendery, I guess, which I don't hate. I like the color purple on paint, like in models, I guess. Yeah, it's like, yeah, mauve is probably quite close. Birthday weekend, so Warhammer World, Son of Steak for food, Pit and Pendulum for drinks after, off to Mantic Games on Sunday to talk business. Oh, that's very exciting. Oh man. That is amazing. Well, happy birthday in advance, or belated happy birthday maybe? You've got food, just a question of what you fancy. Yeah, that's fair. We had chicken wings this evening. They were very nice. Peri chicken wings with some fries, and I made a salad. And it was nice. Nivian is a huge chicken fan, so we try and get some chickeny meals in whenever we can. Not your birthday, just tagging along. Ah, okay. Well, happy birthday to whoever's birthday it is then. So your birthday is around the corner. Last month of your 30s. Oh. Yeah, I'm in my last year as well. Only 11 more months and then I'm the big 4-0. I feel like I should probably celebrate that. I never really do celebrate it, my birthday. Like, this year was the first time in probably about 16 years or something that I actually had people around on my birthday. And this was purely coincidental because we had our World of Warcraft community meetup on the same weekend. So, but I feel for my 40th I should probably make an effort, maybe. talking business with Mantic games. Oh. One day I'll be good enough for that kind of conversation. You're having a big old barbecue for your 40th, friends and family. Nice. You hate aging? Why do you hate aging? I don't mind aging at all. I mean, I don't like feeling decrepit when I try and wake up after I've like slept wrong. But God, I wouldn't want to be 30 anymore, or like. God, imagine being 18 now. Ooh. No, I am quite happy. Also, like, it's better than the alternative, right? I feel like the alternative to aging is much worse. It's more commission painting for them, play their games, it's a bit surreal seeing your painting on a box on a shelf. Yeah, I bet it is. I bet it is. But your painting is absolutely stunning though, so it's understandable that they want to get you on board. The commission painting envy is real, but I am exploring avenues. Obviously I'm not as good as you yet, so it's one of those things. You need to spend more time painting and actually get good, son. Aging makes you feel like you're behind in life. You need more time being young. Oh God. That's a bleak way of looking at it. No, I don't. I don't worry about that. No, I know what you mean, or I think I do anyway. But I've never felt like I'm behind. Would I've liked to accomplish more, or like be in a better place in my life? Yeah. But not dead yet, so still got time. Double-edged sword, you don't think you could do it full time? No, probably not. It's very tiring. And having to do it is also, yeah, makes any kind of hobby less fun, doesn't it? But I think my ideal like mix of jobs would be part-time in a hobby store a couple of days a week, and painting minis the rest of the time. That sounds like a pretty good way to live life. The pressure ramps up, I bet it does, yeah. Yes, especially if you work for a company rather than for yourself. If you get deadlines to work to and stuff like that, it's not all rainbows and sprinkles and sparkles and glitter. You don't know if it's for you. You don't know if it's for you in the long term. No, that's fair. A lot of pressure to monetize the hobby nowadays. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I think that's a social media thing, though. Like everything is supposed to be visible and available to everyone. I just really enjoy painting, so for me it's yeah, it feels like a dream. I know it's not quite as simple as that, but have I got brown? I do not, but I can make it. Also has to keep up with your day job money-wise, which it can't do. It's got for the beer tokens. Yeah. Yeah, I think there are very few people who can like afford to do it full time for various reasons, obviously. Can't even remember what I was trying to paint. That. Good for the beer tokens. Yeah, I at the moment I just buy more models with everything with the returns on like the streams and stuff like that, the small Twitch payouts and things like that. It goes back into models and paints. Probably afford if you ditched a family and lived in a tent. Yeah, I bet they would love that. Oh, where's Gondor's off to? Oh, he's now living in a tent. In the backyard. Whose backyard? We don't know. It'd be difficult to paint though. Get your painting light set up in your tent. A desk. God. And I've been spray painting the conduits at work because we needed some matte black conduit for a job, and we could only get galvanized stuff. So we ordered the galvanized, prepped it all, and then I was like handed two rattle cans of matte black outdoor spray paint. You never thought that of the logistics of living in a tent with your Warhammer hobby. Yeah, so I've been spraying conduit with rattle cans. Never realized how much strain that puts on like this tendon. This one, it's every time I push my finger down, or if I try to close the boot, the hatchback car, really gently earlier, that hurt. And yes, I know I should be going to the gym and training muscles and stuff, but it just surprised me. I mean, you could get one of those big ass yurts. There is a grip you can use to make the spraying easier. What, like a way to hold the rattle can, or a special grip to attach to the spray paint? Because I've got to say I'm done with the spray painting now, so I don't need to anymore. But it's a tool. Ah, okay. Yeah, if this was a regular occurrence, then that would be a smart thing to invest in. But it's just this one single job, and only 4 meters worth of conduit and a couple of conlock boxes to feed into. Nah, not too bad at all. It was, and I kind of volunteered as well. Got me out of the office. The weather was really nice, so I was just stood in the, like, we have like an area behind our office building with, basically where the bins are, and I rolled out a dust sheet and just, spray painted on there. It was quite nice. Gave me an excuse to go out every like hour or so to add another coat. So no, I really should have another coat because it's very fragile still. I mean, best case scenario, I would have used a matte varnish, but... Hi Ben, welcome back. How was your dinner? I hope it was delicious. Delicioso. Lovely, nice, I'm glad to hear it. Am I right in thinking that you will basically always have pretty nice dinners? I feel like whenever you mention the food that you or the dinners you get at home, it's almost always sounds really good anyway. But Gondos, you could get a yurt and a generator. They're actually really comfortable. It feels like it. Well, that's good. It'd be depressing if it was the other way around. Like, it's basically always shit, except this one time when it was quite nice. You don't actually have. No, they can come with you. They can stay in the. They can stay in the yurt. Yurt's so nice and big. But no, definitely don't ditch the family. That'd be upsetting. Going camping with your boy in a few weeks. Oh, awesome. Where are you going? I used to love camping when I was younger. Dear wife won't go for it. It's fair. That's fair. Gotta admit, probably not my my choice of holiday either anymore. Like, as much as I would love to say that I'm still spry and stuff, I would probably be very sore. North Manchester and Irwell Valley. Never heard of it. Only go for a couple of nights, bear in mind the boy's 6. Yeah, well that's fine, that's perfect. It doesn't need to be 6 weeks. Just enough time to cook on a camping set, sleep in a sleeping bag for a few nights on a well, in my experience, always leaky air mattress. Have some spiders in your tent. And I did always. Yeah, I really liked the cooking. The cooking was fun. But is it just me, or are air mattresses always really cold to sleep on? Like, I needed to bring like a second blanket to lie on top of inside the sleeping bag. Got an old-timey steam railway running through it. Watching the trains go by and have bacon and eggs. It sounds amazing. That actually sounds really, really fun. Like some proper father-son bonding time. That's really nice. Can you ride the steam trains? Or like go on them, I mean? Might find time for a ride. Ah, awesome. That sounds really fun. Good old camping activities. Get some you're gonna get, just thinking what I used to do when I used to go camping. There was always a lot of swimming involved. A lot of swimming and some fishing. I've done fishing as well. That was good. What else did we do? There's usually berry picking of some kind involved as well. Or some foraging of some sort. Because we always used to go towards the end of the summer and then stuff like brambles would be ready or something like that. Yeah, so blackberries, blueberries, blackberries I think. Yeah. Yeah, but mostly lots of swimming. And like playing in the forest and stuff like that. It was a good time. Never thought I would ever feel nostalgic over camping. It's also roll the dice with the weather. Yeah, I think that's the English thing though, isn't it? And Dutch, same problem. It's if you get lucky and the weather's nice, it's fantastic. If the weather is too hot, you'll basically be sweating out of your tent. Because you can't get the bastards cool. And if it's raining all weekend, then that's also not fun. Although it is very fun to, I always did like cooking under like the front flap of the tent. We always had one of these, well, if you were to draw a tent, one of those with the front flap that could come up and have like an overhang. You're coming to the end of this riptide. Ooh. Ooh. Is it time to show it off, or not yet? Not yet. I see. Soon, TM. What have you got left to do on it? Ooh! The arm that holds his shield and the glazes on the head. I mean, that's pretty close. I guess now that you have the paint scheme down, it's a lot quicker to paint them than the Storm Surge was. Also, the Storm Surge is a massive model, so that doesn't... That's what it's called, right? Storm Surge? The biggest one. The chunky one. With the sassy pose. Hello, how are you, Targaryen Prince? Alex, are you having a good day? Or how is it going? Ask you again in an hour, okay. What happens in an hour? Your favorite football team plays. Ooh. The pressure. I can't remember who you said your favorite team was. You looked at... Aw. Watch a football team on TV and me on your phone. I appreciate it. Thank you. BVB 09. Ooh. I have to say, that doesn't ring a bell. But then I really know very little about football of the current year, I suppose. I used to watch it many years ago when I still lived at home, and my brother was very much into his football. He loved football, so we would always watch the games, but yeah, I can't. I don't have any drink. I forgot to bring a drink in here. I can do the stretch though, and I can drink some plain water. Vivian's gonna look at me like I'm absolutely insane. Water is water. I don't like water whether it's ice cold from a tap or slightly lukewarm from a bottle that's been in the hobby room for a week. I do not have Nuln Oil, no. There's a bunch of them over there, though. If you die, you'll be buried with a jersey. Big fan, then. Big fan. That's nice. It's nice to support something like that. It's nice to have a team or a club that you're a big fan of, that you feel connected to. Oh god, how do I pronounce that? Aldrich Mayer? Thank you very much for the follow. I really appreciate it. I hope you're having a lovely day today. Slapped your wrist for not bringing hydration. I know. I will get bonked on the head later, I think. And Vivian is always very cleverly keeping up with my hydration needs. Much more than I am. You lucky your favorite player. Ah, nice. That is such a good feeling. Big fan. Nice. Good. I'm happy for you. That's nice. It's a great feeling when you have a team that you love and you're excited to watch, and especially if they do well. It's not as much fun if they don't do well. Do you go to the games as well, or do you just watch it on TV? Team shares. Your club owner. Nice. Only on TV? Yeah, that's fair enough. It's not as easy to attend games. They play in the USA. Ah, okay. Yeah, that's that makes it more difficult still. For some reason, I assumed it was like a Bundesliga team or something like that. What model is this? This is one of the 3 models that comes in the box of the Adepta Sororitas Saint Celestine box. So this is the main character that comes in that box. Big wings and everything, and she comes with 2 of these ladies. And I painted all 3 of them in a different style because I wanted to test things out. So I did this one in a sort of non-metallic metal style on the pipe thingies on the back. Then I thought I should paint the true metallic version, and I did that with this lady. And then I thought, you know what, I'm gonna paint this lady in the like box arty style. So it's not obviously not fully box art, but like the Games Workshop color schemes and stuff like that. But lovely. Off though. Have a nice night, Gonders. I hope you have a good rest of your week, and hope things improve at work. Speak to you soon. Have a lovely night. Oh, it is 40k. Yeah, yeah. It's Warhammer 40k. It's the Sisters of Battle. May you say how you always make wings? Yeah, of course you may say. Now I'm going to do something that's either monumentally stupid or kind of cool. And I think I'm going to give it like a tiny, really thin barding of gold. You always do a layer of white, then mix 50% white and 50% fluorescent color to give them a nice shimmer, yeah. Cool for us mortals, what do you mean? That's actually going okay. Surprisingly okay. Beautiful fingernails, thank you. I appreciate it. I probably spend too much time on my fingernails. Time I should be using to paint my models, but for like 20 years of my life I used to bite my nails really, really badly. So being able to look after them now and paint them feels really nice. So that's why I do it. So you're going to try something you said it would either be terrible or cool. Ah, cool. Yeah. Yeah, what I meant is this really thin gold stripe, which I'm going to have to continue on the underneath, which is scary. How does one bite nails? Well, like this. Cock. That's what I mean. Biting your nails is actually really easy. So, and once you start biting, it's very difficult to stop biting. Or chewing, I suppose, is the I think the English term for it. Chew your fingernails. I don't know. Do I play the faction or does someone else from your family, your husband or children play it? No, I just think they look cool. And I just paint the things that I think are fun to paint. So yeah, it's so you never managed to bite off a nail. Are they really short, yours, already? Because fiddlesticks. Because that makes it more difficult. It's actually really, really easy. I would show you if it wouldn't ruin my fingernails. Apologies for the horrendous camera angle. I am trying to find a way to get to corners that I can't really get to, so... Just like you. Do you also only... Oh my god, Nivian is the best. I have tea and I have stroopwafel. Do you also only paint and not play? God, that went wonky as. Alright, tidy this up because I don't want it to look like butt. Ass. Man, the light reflections on this. I mean, you can't paint as well. I mean, practice makes perfect, I guess. God knows mine are far from perfect, but as my shoddy line work here illustrates, it's how big is the stove? Well, it's a normal size stroopwafel, but it's been torn into pieces, so I don't end up having to bite a massive stroopwafel. So, like, that big, but now, like that. It's a nice stroopwafel. Not quite as nice as buying them fresh on a market in Amsterdam, but still nice. Hey, how are you? How are you doing? Fiddlesticks. You love stroopwafel on the market, nice and warm. Oh man, it's so good. And the fresh caramel in it, and just so good. Good. Tired, just back from a little thrift run. Nice, got some really good stuff, but your bus was cancelled, you had to wait a full extra. Oh no. That is crap. How's me? Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. And the crumbs you can get in these pointy bags. Yeah, the little leftovery bits. Yeah. Oh man. This was would have been easier if I'd sub-assembled this, but it's what I get for last minute changes and ideas. Oh, I'll just do this tiny little, really skinny gold stripe around this cunty cloth. Did you just call it a cunty cloth? Yes, I did. Guess for boys it's a dick cloth, so it's going to be a cunty cloth for the ladies. How long do you think you've been working on the figure so far? Ooh, good question. Probably like, how long have I been working on it today? Hour 45 minutes. Probably about probably about 4 hours total. Makes for an ungodly bait for that sounds actually criminal. I've never thought of that. Never thought of that before. That is... yeah, that sounds amazing. It's a recipe for diabetes and obesitas. Yeah. Oh well. If we can't live a little, then what's the point in life? Point of life? Why do we not? We should be able to enjoy things, is what I'm saying. Everything in moderation and all that. Not that I'm particularly good at moderating, but here we are. Very fiddly. Very fiddly. The wobbliness of the model doesn't exactly help. This task, but getting there. What did you pick up thrifting, Joanna? I haven't done any thrifting in a very long time, mostly because I can never find anything in my size that I like. It's a bit disheartening when you go look for fun things and you can never find anything that fits. So I haven't really been in a while. Ah. Oh my god. Angles. An ad came on just after I can't find anything my size. I don't think I really said anything. Just that it's a bit disheartening when you go on the hunt for fun bargains and nice clothes and stuff and you can't find anything that fits. So I haven't really been looking. Don't find clothes either. Plus size clothing doesn't really get a lot of love in these shops. Or too much love at home, yeah. Ah, about your whole jewelry, I take it. And hats and bags. And shoes, I suppose. I must admit, I never buy shoes secondhand. I find that a little bit uncomfortable. But those custom jewelry to break apart for your crafts. Want to make some colourful summer jewelry. Jewelry box is pretty. With your line with velvet. Green glass plate, nice. Danish design worth €30, nice. And a wicker basket for the counter to have your kettle and coffee syrups on. Nice. Oh, I'll have a look in a minute. Ooh, I want to see, Nivian. I want to see. €15. That's alright. Oh, I see blue at the corner of my eye. Okay, that's crazy good. That looks so good. God. Pin washes and the edge highlights. Dude. Nivian, please. Yeah, that looks really, really good, babe. The stream is always a couple of seconds behind. Oh, a minute behind. You always post the hauls both in Discord and your Snap because you have people who admit loving seeing them and you love watching them yourself. Yeah, yeah. It's always cool to see what people can find in secondhand stuff. Now that I'm a hydrate. Hydrate. Right. This is scary. Good girl. Hydrating. Yeah, I know. I completely forgot to bring a drink in here, like an absolute idiot. But then Nivian was the absolute carry, and he went and got some for us. Because he's good like that. Good girl. Why does that feel dirty? It's because you read too much smut, girl. It's like you're not wrong. Thanks for the silence. It's really keeping you motivated. Jeez. Partly intended to be in the context. Fantastic. Well, in that case, thank you. Nice. Nice. Okay. Bonk. That was a good bonk. That's also a good bonk. I do love a good bonk. Right, let's get some more red on here so it doesn't feel as dark. Cool. I'm thinking, should I probably also should put it on the sleeves now, shouldn't I? Brought that shit on myself. Sleeves. Sleeves. Cutscene. You loved it. Trying to figure out where to put them, but that's a future me problem. Yeah. What game are you playing, Ben? The colors pop insanely. It's so pretty. Right. Not going to microwave. Why would they go in a microwave? Bye bye. Have a nice night. Every hobby session I've done this month has been your Ghost Kill, Riptide, and Storm Surge. Ah, bless him. Uncharted. Oh, jeez. I was gonna ask if they're fun games, but you wouldn't be playing them if they weren't good, so... Or if they weren't fun in some way, so that seems like a bit of a redundant question. Thank you. What you do is astounding. It really is. It's some of the best painting I've ever seen him do. It's really, 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 really good. And that blue is ridiculous. Like... Ah! Dickhead. Not gonna far, but good / decent. Can't complain yet. Oh, that's fair. Hear lots of good things about it, so that's probably as good an indication as any that it's a decent game. They're very popular, so... Right. I need to stop touching this before I make a mistake on it and make it worse. But I need to do one tiny touch up. Okay. Cloak. Clothy thing. Now what? Now I have left to do the hair, the gun, the French lotus things, and the belt thing, and the guard on the sword. So much gold on these girls. Actually, you're painting bronze? Yes, I know. It's because I don't want to use washes for a change. I want to just do paints and layering. Layering. Do I have a pen or a brush? A brush? I don't think I've ever used a pen on miniature painting. I know they exist, the pen, like the metallic pens and the fine detail pens and stuff, but I always use a brush. Why do you use a pen? Is he grumbling? Vivian is trying to get the dog lead on the dog. The dog has had a very busy day at daycare. And he's just growling. He kind of grumbles. He doesn't want to go for a walk, but he needs to go for a little walk. Because we don't know when the last time was that he pooped, so... Downside of daycare, they don't track when they poop. I have some treats in my pocket if you want to persuade him. He's just lying on his side, like, glaring. Here, I've got some snacks. Sorry, oh, okay. Bless him. Like, it's late and I want to sleep. He was digging in his bed earlier. Get It's time for sleeps, not time for walks. Yes, but George. White Wolf! The blade looked perfect. Oh, thank you. Hi, White Wolf. How are you doing? How was your stream? Sneaky raid. Become your Wednesday regular raid. Well, I appreciate it a lot. I appreciate it a lot. How was your stream? How did it go? This game has too many cutscenes. That's what I found when I tried Final Fantasy 14. I was like, ugh. I know this is a story-driven game, but ugh. Busy on the one. Great unclean bond effectively done. Just 2 nurglings to go. Nice. That is some good painting though. You've done well. You've fair powered through that. That's a big model. Did you use the airbrush for a lot, didn't you? You're really happy with it? Just thought it would be more critical because there's a giveaway. Airbrush for the base flesh work. Good, I'm glad you're happy with it. I mean, you probably are really critical of it. It's just a really, really strong paint job. That's what we're going with. Well, that's what I'm going with anyway. I have decided that that's the reason why you're happy with it. It's because it's just really bloody good. What I've seen of it. Just hope it doesn't start World War III. Do you do this full-time job? Who, me? No, I wish. I wish. No, I unfortunately have an office job. Sadly. I mean, I'll take commissions if people want to pay me for painting their models, but is it Henrik and Jace who are currently battling it out over your I say battling it out. They seem fairly confident that they're the ones who are going to win it. Yeah, office job. Just I work as a operations manager for a company that basically we have electricians on payroll. So we do electrical installations. Just realized I want this black. So we're painting it black. And Jet and Gary and several others. Hi Jet, you're right. I mean, it is an absolutely stunning model White Wolf, so it's not surprising that people are chomping at the bit to snap it up. Good evening, Degamad. You alright? How are you doing today? Work's almost done. Solid day. Nice. I would have thought you are a professor or a doctor and work in research. Well, I appreciate your like your vote of confidence, I suppose. But I'm gonna blow your mind and tell you that I never finished high school. Load of mental problems, and it just never worked out. And I've done a couple of courses to work towards a university entrance exam, and then realized that I did not like the way they asked questions in university, so I was like, I don't think this is for me. So I didn't do that. But yeah, I am not not an officey person. Not a professor or anything like that. I'm not quite that learned. I never had a problem with learning. Like, I never had any learning difficulty or anything like that, but school just was difficult for me, so. Whispered, answered. Yeah, that's better. How many hours would you say you've worked on the Great Unclean One, White Wolf? School's an absolute mess for you, almost entirely self-taught, but you consider you're quite well educated. Yeah, I don't think I'm particularly stupid either. I just really struggled with the school system. It really was not geared to support me when I struggled. Which is, I suppose, fair enough. But it has caused me to be a little bit jaded towards school and I guess everything that comes with it. The school that I went to was fantastic. Absolutely great school. Provided you were okay and you were doing well, and school was going well, and you didn't need additional support. If you needed any kind of additional support, they completely dropped you like a brick, essentially. Just like, best of luck to you. I hope you enjoy changing schools and and not finishing stuff here, because that was essentially how it worked there. Which you don't find out until it doesn't go right and you need that support. So, yeah, not great, but I'm still here, so. Just thought I had a steady hand and worked very calmly and purposefully. That's what you thought. I think you speak perfectly. Thank you. I mean, it helps that I've lived here for almost 11 years, so it's hard not to speak English. And I guess the steady hand, I have done art, drawing and painting and all kinds of creative things for most of my life, so I've had a lot of practice with BDP speaks better English than me. Speak better English than I. It's I've always been a bit of a grammar Nazi, so I've always been really hard on myself if I made mistakes and stuff. So I try to be grammatically correct when I talk, but I find it a lot less problematic when other people have problems with it. So it's one of those things, like, hard on myself, not necessarily on other people. As with everything in life. Hello, you alright? How was Jiu-Jitsu? You could easily work in a Warhammer world as painter. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I would love to, but I'm not quite that good yet. I don't paint in the same way as the Games Workshop painters do. It's something that I'm practicing, but I am not quite there yet. But I appreciate you saying that. Thank you. That's very, very kind of you. You're sweaty. Yeah. I mean, it is a sweaty day. It's a day for sweatiness. Because it all feels a bit clammy today. It wasn't as hot as it was, like, on the weekend, but it's been very sticky. Sticky. Sticky is the opposite of dry. It's cooled right off now. You're outside and it's lovely. Ooh, nice. Humid and warm. That is the best time of the day, though, when it cools off outside. You can have your window open and it cools the bedroom off. Because yesterday we had to sleep under a sheet, which I despise because I really like the weight on me. And I can't, like, a cooling blanket or a weighted cooling blanket is too cold. So I fell asleep with a sheet, and then a couple of hours later I woke up cold, so I had to pull the blanket up again. 18 degrees, slow breeze. Oh, that does sound good, actually. Right, so that's the gun basically done. Be right back. Okay. The sword is basically done. I have black and white on my palette. Let's try and do that hair. Now I know that she, I think, has like a white streak in her hair, so I'll probably have to emulate something along those lines as well. No nonsense, you're really good. I'll submit something for the Golden Demon. I have compared myself to other painters, and I'm not quite at that level, but I'm trying to get there. I'm trying to get there. Nivian was saying that I should try and enter Iron Skull next year, which I might do. But it's scary. It's scary to be judged for your painting. Or I think it is anyway. I think it's scary. Especially because it's something that I really enjoy doing, and I would hate for, like, the big names in the industry to say, actually, you're pretty shit. Sorry. That'd be very sad. Golden Troggoth in Norwich. Oh. I haven't actually heard of that one. When's that? Do you know? Yeah, it does feel exposed, and it feels... February, okay, that's doable, I guess. Yeah, it feels, I don't know. It's something you pour your heart and soul into, right? And then if someone then tells you you're not even good enough, like I don't even expect to win, right? I'd love just a mention. That'd be nice. Just a mention would be nice. But I feel like I need to practice my airbrush skills before I get involved with anything competition-wise. Does she have... Let me see if I can... Oh, God. Images. Either black and white or fully white. I don't want to do white. I don't like that. Okay, cool. Doesn't matter then. Doesn't matter. Not saying you'll win the golden deal. You think a lot of people would say about your character. Well done, great job. Well, I appreciate you saying that. Thank you, Alex. That's very, very kind of you. I will certainly enter a competition at some point, if for no other reason than to prove to myself that I can without having heart failure. Feels strange, because isn't art subjective? Yeah, it's very subjective, but I think, largely judge based on skill level, right? Painting skill, and not necessarily color composition or anything like that, I suppose. Although I suppose that's part of skill as well. I don't know. It's something I've been meaning to look into, but I haven't really done anything with. I haven't fully committed to entering a competition. You've only done one competition. It was panel 3 judges. Yeah, I've only done one competition, and that was a panel of 3 judges, but there was only 6 entries or 5, and 2 of them were Johnny Jeans and I from the this was the competition at RoseCon. And I won a £20 voucher for the shop there, which was quite cool. I actually do kind of like the white hair. How did you get on with that competition, White Wolf? Was that alright, or did you dislike it? And how did you place? Also interesting to know. Your ears are burning, yeah. We're talking about painting competitions and how the one at RoseCon is the only one that I've ever seen a comp winner. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like anyone who would be able to enter like Iron Skull or anything like that would absolutely destroy whatever. You go sleep. Sleep well, Targaryen. You're alright. Talk about you, not to you. Well, I mean, I didn't realize you were still here, or I would have. I like talking to you. You're good people. You won your category unanimous decision, beginner's luck. Well, you say beginner's luck. No. I think it was probably skill. Because you are a really good painter, so... It was Talia Fedra. I don't really like my Talia Phaedra. But that's more to do with how I like to paint things than Talia herself, I think. Or this specific model, how I painted it. I just didn't really... I should have just gone with the bright colours that I enjoy painting and not go with like box arty stuff. Have a nice night, White Wolf. Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you for dropping in. Thank you for chatting. As always, it's been a pleasure. And I hope to see you soon. I will try and come hang out on the stream on Friday. I have one thing that I need to do on Friday evening, but I will try and drop by. Right. Hair. Hair. You're getting your hair done on Friday? Nice. I'm getting my hair done on Friday next week. I'm in desperate need of hair doing. My hair looks like pants at the moment. What are you getting done to yours? You say you were going full green? Yeah, same. Green. Nice. I am not going green. Well, that's almost done. Sag. No, my hair needs a little bit extra at the moment. I'm very grey. It looked good with auburn hair. I mean, I've had all kinds of colours. I've had blonde, I've had a deep brown, I've had red, I've had purple, I've had, well, basically everything. At the moment I'm going a little bit like gingery, like deep, I suppose auburn, yeah. That's a little bit more reddish brown, which I quite like. It seems to look all right with my skin tone, so that's what we're going with at the moment. Or a burnt orange, yeah. I am quite liking the slightly redder. It does good things for my skin tone, so I'm not complaining. Right, so she needs to dry for a bit. Then she needs her belt done, and she needs her scrolls done. Oh shit, let's just do that, because I still have the golds on my... I don't want that gold though, because it's already gold. Silver. You're too pale, so you have to stick to the cool colors. Yeah. My complexion works well with the reds and the darker warm colored. Yeah, it seems to be okay. I liked pink for a while. But it doesn't do great with my skin color. I look a little bit pale with it. So I was like, I should try something else, and I went like a darkish purplish for a while, like an aubergine kind of color. That was all right. Lots of options. I feel like because hair is like, it's never a problem, right? If it doesn't go right. Good night, Ben. Have a nice night. Yeah, yeah, that's a good photo, to be fair. Epic Duck Studios incoming raid. Can't stick around. Need to go make dinner for the kids. Have a great stream. Thank you, Epic Duck Studios. I appreciate it. 18. Oh my god. You guys are catching me just as I'm trying to wrap up as well. I feel a bit bad. Welcome, raiders. Thank you so much for the raid. Epic Duck, I hope you've had a lovely stream. I hope you've had a wonderful evening. And thank you for the raid. I really appreciate it. I have been working on this lady today. She is nearly there. Nearly there. She needs a few little bits touching up. I need to finish her belt, because the belt at the moment is not painted at all. I need to give her face a bit more highlights, because at the moment it is a little bit on the dark side, and I'd like that to pop a little bit more. And then the skull on her sword needs to be done. Skull on the sword. And I think we're nearly there then. So yeah, it's been a ride. I do like it though. It's fun. It's a fun model to paint, and I've not really tried doing sort of like box arty stuff before, so it's quite nice to have yeah, quite nice to do something like that, and to push myself with like a stupid little like Have I washed the gold? No. What I've done is treated the gold as non-metallic metal. So it's basically Castellan bronze with greedy gold with plate mail metal. So these. Let me see if there's a way to really show. Probably not. Let me see if I can. Bear with. I need to move this thing. Yeah, so it's got. You can see it slightly better here. But yeah, so I've deliberately not used any washes, non-metallic with metallics. Exactly. Yeah, I've deliberately not used any washes on this model because I feel I wanted to try and do everything with my paints instead for a change. So that's just to see how that goes, really. And then yeah. Oh my god, Johnny is her. I'm gonna raid Johnny. I'm gonna raid Johnny. Didn't realise he was bloody streaming. You should have said something, John. Right, so it is the end of the night for me. I am going to create a raid and send him over to John because John is awesome. Ourselves a new vid of that is very good. Oh, I'll have to have a look at that because that sounds really fun. And yeah. Right, I am gonna send this over in a minute, or in a moment rather, when it's available. Thank you everyone for hanging out. Thank you everyone for the love. Thank you for the subs. Thank you for the raids. Thank you for the chats. It's been a pleasure. So, bye.
Oh, another raid. Shit. Hey, Black Dog. Thank you very much, raid. Second one tonight. Very short order as well. Yeah, join us with a nid off. You're already ahead of us with 1 or 2 bits. Hey, thank you for the raid. Much appreciated. So I collected myself in a moment because I'm really fucking warm. It started raining out, so I had to pull the attic windows shut a little bit. Yeah. Right, where was I? So yeah, just painting some nids at the moment, trying to work a little bit with it. I'm debating what exactly to go ahead and do tonight.